Good evening. Good evening. First and foremost, always go to the bio. It'll take you to the link tree. You can see the petition and you can figure out how to support. But I did want to talk about the joys, the fun in running for office, just running for governor of Florida. You meet over the past couple of days, I have met so many people and talked to a ton of people. And one of the things that came to my understanding is that in the 21st century, we have yet, as a human species, learned to coexist. We cannot figure this out. We cannot figure out how to systematically coexist. Yes, we need rules. Yes, we need laws. Yes, we need regulation. But we haven't figured out how to make that work for every human. Prior to this video, I did a video talking about the fiat currency system and how it failed and how an entire nation collapsed on this same system that we're on today. And it did not receive a lot of commendation. It didn't receive a lot of interaction. And it doesn't matter why, it just didn't. Here's a quick little fact that I took some time to look out because I want to know. Okay, trickle down economics. We can watch an individual say, if you give me all of your money, somehow I'll give it back to you. Okay, my analysis revealed that staggering financial impact of permanent renting in America, where 42.5 million households, representing 34% of all American families, are trapped in a system that systematically prevents wealth accumulation. Did you understand that? The system of renting literally stops you from accumulating wealth. Yet, you were told that if you invest in these individuals who want you to rent for the rest of your life, that somehow trickle down economics was going to work for you. Now, I can give you that fact. I can even post that fact, that finding. And someone will say, I was able to say, though, that one person that'll say that because of me, then it can be anybody. When 42.5 million households, 34% of citizens, this isn't happening for 42.5 million households. Guys, let me tell you how amazing this is. If you started renting at the age of 18 until you die, here it is. Calculations show that Americans who rent for their entire adult lives will pay between 2.3 million and 5.3 million in a lifetime rental cost with zero equity to show for it. Do you understand what that means? That means that all the money that you're putting into that system, you get nothing from it. We haven't even come up with a system that says that if you've been renting for 30 years, that you can at least own this piece. That something must come back to you for the lifelong investment you've put in. Yet it is difficult for me to find enough people that want to be a part of trying to see something better. It's just wanting to be a part. It's not a guarantee. It's saying that let me put my hand in the pot. Let me see if I can have an opportunity to help out. Because in the 21st century, whether biblically 6,000 years or scientifically over 65 million years ago, the human species has not learned to coexist. Our differences are so severe that I cannot convince citizens to download a petition and say, I want to have a say-so. That we're so diverse that me saying I want to give you a more authority to choose your future is difficult. I can fact check, I can bring information, I can provide references, I can provide the calculations, but I cannot solve for an individual not wanting to weigh in. for not wanting to be a part of this the speck in the opportunity of however long the human species lasts, to be a speck that says that in my time, I helped implement a future change that gave individuals the opportunity to see something different. That's why I'm running for governor of Florida. I see a root cause problem, and I know that there is going to not be a minority that figures this out. This is a cyclic problem. Every time we get too big, the only thing we can come up with is getting rid of part of the human race. That's a problem. We should be able to start coming up with ways to solve these issues. While my main goal is getting citizens legislative authority, we need to put in more mitigation factors that stop the representative minority from completely collapsing the entirety of our state and our country. The way we do that is to give citizens more authority to weigh in and have a weighted voice in legislation by way of the vote. The system is not broken. The people who are in the system are amending or changing what's happening. So if it can be changed, that means that it can be changed in another direction. We just need citizens to take a more healthier point of authority in helping fix that. That is why I'm running for governor of Florida. It's super important because I'm flabbergasted that in the 21st century, biblically over 6,000 years, scientifically over 65 million years, that the human species has yet to figure out how globally we are supposed to coexist. And I do believe that one step to doing that is to ensure that more people have a way to weigh in. It's super important. So I'm going to end this by simply saying, if you would like to give yourself an opportunity to weigh in, knowing that it's not going to maybe change in your lifetime, but that you had an opportunity to start putting the correct mitigating factors in place. Something as simple as when you apply for an elected position, you cannot lie. It's not complicated. When you go out, whether you put out a video, whether you put out a town hall, whether you meet individuals, you cannot lie. To not have that one little thing in any law makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm asking for the support so that we can start giving those future generations the opportunity to do what none of us have been able to do since our inception, is to figure out as the human species how to coexist in a healthy manner. You guys have a great evening.